Would you let your daughter date a man like you? If the answer is no, then that shows a lot about who you are as a man. Since you're sitting here worrying about your future daughter who isn't even born yet, may get mistreated because she's going to get her taste of men from you and then choose to date men like you. With you being a degenerate, with no purpose in life, with no skills and no regard of the well-being of others, you need to improve your life to the point where you would be proud of your daughter looking up to you and wanting to date a man like you. All of your children, both son and daughter, will learn from you, even if you don't sit and teach them how to do things. Your son will learn how to become a man and a husband from your mannerisms and how you act with your wife, and will in turn be attracted to women similar to your wife. Whereas your daughter will learn how to be a woman and a wife from your wife and from her mannerisms. She will also learn from you what a man should act like and how a woman should be treated by the way you treat your wife. And so she will pick up a subconscious attraction to the traits that you have in other men. The reason this attraction even picks up is because you will be the first man in your daughter's life and you will also be her hero. And because she will learn from her mother, she will learn that acting in a very similar way to her will attract a man like you. So basically, your daughter will learn what's normal from you, your wife, and your relationship together. Your daughter will be attracted to a man with similar traits to you because she will have no other outlet to see what a man should actually be like. And so because of this subconscious attraction, she will act in a similar way to your wife because she knows that being like your wife will attract and keep a man like you. And you need to remember that this can go both ways. So if you're a heartless degenerate that mistreats women, there's a very high chance that your daughter will find a man like you. Whereas if you're a strong, driven and loving man, there's a very high chance that your daughter will find someone similar to that. So ultimately, the choice is up to you. If all of this sounds very frightening and difficult, then that is actually very good, because you at least understand that you're not where you want to be yet. Because someone could think that they're the big alpha male that all women love, while their daughter is getting hurt by men exactly like him. But the solution to this isn't difficult. You just need to become a better and stronger man. And you first need to learn and understand what a real man is. Learn how to be a good man for your woman and how to be a good father for your children. If you solely focus on becoming a real man and not really changing anything else in your life, you will nearly be the perfect man for your woman and daughter, since being a real man aligns with taking care of people. And becoming a real man is simple but not easy. I'm going to tell you the real points on becoming a real man, but you should still take the time to do your own research and learn it yourself. The main point of being a man is to have purpose. This means that there is something so important out there for you to achieve that you are more than willing to sacrifice things like sleep, free time, going out, eating snacks, wasting time procrastinating, basically anything that isn't necessary to survive, or having less of what is necessary. So there will be no hours wasted in the middle of the day because you need a rest. Sure, you can rest, but that is just time wasted, not getting closer to your purpose in life. I know that you're thinking that this sounds quite extreme and also quite difficult, and honestly, kinda not worth spending your whole life doing. That just means you don't have purpose in life, or your purpose in life isn't great enough. And every day that you don't spend pursuing your purpose means that you're just not going to be fully present with the people in your lives, since your mind will be occupied on what is really important that isn't getting done. And if you feel like purpose isn't that important, and that it's more important to give out love, then it means you're not watching the right video, since you have more feminine traits than masculine traits. And you will need to focus on what's most important for people who have feminine energy and feminine traits, which is giving out love. Another vitally important thing is emotional stability. And this is important because there will be women and emotional men in your life that will say things or react to what you said purely out of emotion with no logic behind it. And it is vitally important that you stay grounded and don't take what they said to heart, since your masculinity gets tested every time you deal with emotional problems. So if you get offended or start arguing with people who have presented you with emotional problems, it just means you're not masculine enough and you care more about what people say instead of what is really important. And emotional stability in terms of a relationship. Women bring the emotion and love into a relationship, whereas men bring the stability and decisiveness into a relationship. So if you stop being decisive and stable, your woman will start to adopt these traits since you can bring them to her, which will cause a whole host of relationship problems, since there will be a lack of polarity between the man and the woman. And you like when your woman acts feminine, so her acting masculine won't be attractive to you. And your woman likes when you act masculine, so when you act feminine, she's not going to be attracted to that either. And lastly, being a provider. This is important because men feel motivated and empowered when they feel needed, and providing for your loved ones is the ultimate feeling of being needed. Also, more often than not, men have traits that makes providing more easy. So they usually have more discipline, purpose and drive, which makes them able to more easily become financially successful and then provide their loved ones with financial freedom. Men are usually more emotionally grounded so that they can provide women and their loved ones with a safe space to express their emotions and give them as much love as you can, while mostly disregarding all the emotional things they say. And men are usually physically bigger and stronger, which means that they can provide physical comfort for those that they are with in case there is an attempted robbery or anything physical along those lines. And don't think men are these heartless creatures that only do work. The top 1% of real men first work towards their purpose, and secondly give love to the closest people in their lives, no matter how they feel. So to sum it up, find your purpose. Find what gets you out of bed every morning, no matter how you feel. Become emotionally stable. Give love to everyone, no matter how you feel. And lastly, become a provider. Give love and resources to the closest people in your life, no matter how hard it gets or how bad you feel.